Hi loves, it's Elle and welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for being here. Today's a little bit of a different video. We're gonna do a little vlog style, and as you could see of the title of this, I am going under the knife. So follow along. It's gonna be a really fun adventure. Now I am getting something what they have coined. It's their own procedure. They're the only ones that do it. It's called Airsculpt, and it is a awake, and you can think it's like liposuction, but it's a little bit different. And I just wanted to bring you along because A, I know that a lot of people think about this stuff, and B, I just think it's really not talked about enough. It's very like faux pas to talk about quote unquote plastic surgery. I've talked about all of my past procedures and Botox and things I've done. You know, I had a mommy makeover done about 2.5 years ago, and this is something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time, and I want to bring it out there because I think it's important to talk about this stuff. This stuff is, for me, the reason why I chose to do this is because I want to make my outside reflect how I feel on the inside. I have, like I've said before, I have had all my hormones checked and fixed. I have eaten right for years. I have worked out for years, and there's just parts of my body that I can't get to where I want them to be. So I've actually followed them on Instagram and TikTok for honestly over about a year and a half. My girlfriend and I talk about this procedure often. And we just think it's an amazing procedure. And the pictures that you see on social, you guys have to go look. I'll put everything in the description box. They are amazing. Now, what's different about this is that you're actually awake during the whole thing. So there's no, you know, you don't have to be put out. The recovery is a lot less. I'll tell you a little bit more about the procedure in a second. But for me, I decided to do this because there were several areas that I wanted to have fine-tuned. As you know, I was a dancer my whole life, and so I have very defined thighs, and I just can't get them where I want to get them. I'm also 44 years old. It just has not worked over the past year. So we're going to do my inner thighs, and then we're going to do a abdomen kind of, I don't want to say 360, but kind of. So what they're going to do is they're going to take the abdomen area and the sides of my body, the flanks and the love handles and some of the back, and a little bit in the front. And they're gonna do that because when I had my tummy tuck a while ago, he was an amazing surgeon. He just was more cautious and more reserved on the liposuction part of it. So I just want that part fine-tuned so that all my muscles can come out, my muscle tone can come out, and I can have a little bit more of a hourglass figure. I want that to be a little bit tightened up. But one of the main reasons why I was looking at them was because I have genetically, if you guys can see when I turn sideways, this is, I'll stop talking for a second. See this? My mother has it, and it's totally fine. It's genetically this kind of loss of firmness and loss of jawline right here, as well as this part right here starting to sag. And for me, it makes me feel very self-conscious. When I look in the mirror, of course I love what I see, but also too, I want to fine-tune that it's not me to have this. I have tried everything. Obviously I'm an esthetician, so I've tried radiofrequency, microneedling. I also have tried, or not microneedling, but nanoneedling. I went in for a consultation for microneedling with radiofrequency. It's called Morpheus. Just the incredible downtime and how many treatments you need, and honestly, it's super painful. I just wasn't willing to do that. So there is some other things you can do, but for me, I just want it taken care of. What's nice about Airsculpt is you go in once and it's done. There's no like, oh, I have to come in 4 times to get a treatment done. It is usually less to when you use this company, and it's all over the United States. So it's not just here in Denver. There's obviously ones in California and all over the place. And honestly, this is for me. This is for no one else except for me. You know, I've been through so much over the past several years with what's been going on with the family that I have, like I said in the last video that I did about kind of how I was feeling and where I was at, I've lost touch with who I am, and I've done all the mental work, therapy and meditation and gratitude lists and working out and eating and hormones and all of that stuff. And now it's time for me to really be able to touch my body in a way that will actually reflect how I feel. And it's my time. And I don't want you to feel bad if you ever considered anything like this. Is this what you would like to do? Then you should do it. Absolutely. And actually, you know what? I don't get anything from this, but if you go to the link in my description box, there's like a page for my procedure that you can actually get a small area for free when you have done like a larger area, which is, they were so kind to give all of you guys that deal. That is a really big, it's a really big gift to you guys. I didn't know they were going to do that. And I just was like, this is amazing. They'll love this. So there's no affiliate code. Nothing like that. I'm just partnering with them on the procedure, and I am going to take you along during this whole thing. I'm a little nervous that you're awake, but what happens is they basically give you like a little bit of a cocktail, they call it, to kind of chill you out and, you know, calm your nerves and anxiety and stuff like that. The plastic surgeons that are working on everybody are so skilled and highly, highly trained. They all have their own practices. And basically you lay there and they do the procedure. It's quite quick, and then you're able to actually get up and go home. The reason why the recovery is so much better is because there's no anesthesia fog, and it's a lot safer. I just didn't know if I wanted to. I did have a consultation for traditional liposuction. A, it was way more expensive, and B, it was just, I didn't know if I wanted to put myself under again. I had my tubes tied. I had, you know, I just was like, it'd be better if I just wasn't. So there is a touch of anxiety from that. I think that's pretty normal that anybody would have anxiety from being awake. Now, the difference between this and traditional Airsculpt is a couple things. So you can think of traditional liposuction as like a cheese grater, and it just like grades all that fat and then it goes out of your body. This is a tiny little, and you have big scars from traditional liposuction. The scars are really tiny. And again, of course, I will show you guys all of the nitty gritty. Stick with me. Honestly, it's going to be great. And the scars are pinpoints. That's how little they are, and they just go away, you know, for most people within a couple of months. But this one, they actually just use a single tube, and it just kind of sucks the fat out instead of grating it and making it, more of like a cheese grater. This is just a single tube, and they just kind of pull that fat out. There's actually some, if you go to their Instagram, there's several of their doctors, and the creator of this procedure actually talks about the difference between the two. It really, really well, so you guys can get a better idea. The other thing that's really nice is that they have a patented technology called Airsculpt Plus, which I'm getting, and it's actually a tightening of the skin, because a lot of people, when they have liposuction done, either they need to have that excess skin removed or they have loose skin. So it's really important, especially in this area, to make sure you get Airsculpt Plus with whatever your treatment that you're getting done. And what it is it's an extra step that they do to make sure that that skin stays tight and you have no loose skin. So that's a really important step. And I'm glad that I'm getting that as well. I think that's a really important thing. So I'm really excited. It's a couple days before. I will check in with you the night of and kind of give you some real feedback on how I'm feeling. And supposedly I'm only supposed to be down for like 24 hours, and then after that they expect you to be up and moving and grooving. You have drainage for a couple of days, but again, I will keep you posted. I will share everything with you, and I can't wait to show you all the results. So follow along, and I will see you in a second. All right, so sorry I'm talking so quietly because my daughter's asleep. It is the night before, and my appointment is at 10 tomorrow morning, and I thought I would just put my hair up in rollers and chat with you about how I'm feeling. I'm pretty nervous. I think it's just more of like the unknown. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys that I am also getting a breast augmentation. So I'm getting a fat transfer from whatever they take out, and they call it a cup up. And so they're going to put it into my breasts. My breasts are pretty uneven. Like I told you guys before, I had a breast lift back in 2021 in October. My breasts were really significantly damaged through breastfeeding and pumping. And it's just something that I wanted to address. And so they said they would do a fat transfer into my breasts from what they take out. So I'm excited about that. Also too, which I know many of you guys suffer from, my breasts are uneven. And it's hard to wear t-shirts and things like that because to me, now maybe not to everybody, but they're pretty noticeably uneven. So yeah, so we're gonna get that done. And I will, of course, like I said, take you along for the process and see how it all works out. But I'm feeling pretty anxious. Again, it's all the unknown. I've been asleep for obviously all my procedures I've ever had, even just mundane stuff. But this, being awake, is something different. So I will take you along for that process and see how it all goes. I'm sure it's going to be fine. I'm sure I'm going to come on here and be like, it was nothing. It's no big deal. But how I'm feeling now is nervous and excited. I can't wait to, you know, have the body on the outside that I feel on the inside. They did tell me, oh, that is a little bit not what we want there. They did tell me that I cannot do strenuous workouts for 6 weeks because when you have a fat transfer, they want as much as possible to stay. They said that it's only like 70% of it stays. So they recommended a low sodium, more of like a Mediterranean diet with this procedure so that it helps the fat stay, as well as basically walking. So I can walk for the next 6 weeks, but nothing strenuous. So, because I really would like to work on my arms, so some weightlifting there. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. So tomorrow morning, I will take you with me, and you probably will see me having a moment in the car. My husband's taking me in. But I know it's going to be okay. I'm in safe hands, but I just like to give like the real, how I'm really feeling and not sugarcoat anything. I'm curling my hair because having my hair done and a little bit of makeup on, which I'm pretty sure they'll take off obviously because I'm getting my chin done, will make me feel better. So yeah. So I will keep you guys posted and I will take you along for the journey. Night, I'll see you in the morning. Okay, so today is the day we're about to leave. Excuse me. I'm pretty anxious, but it's going to be a good day and I'm excited. So let's go. Here we are. Okay, when you walk in, this is the pre-op room where they take the pictures and you get changed and all of that good stuff. There I am. Okay, so I'm gonna get changed. Yay. Okay, I am all marked up. You can see all of that. All of this is marked up and I'm in my cute robe. All right, here we go. Okay, here we are. This is day one. It's actually 9 o'clock in the morning. I was done, I think at about 4. Yeah, 4. Now when my girlfriend picked me up, I thought I would be done around
2 or 3, but I don't even know why I thought that. Anyway, so I got there at 10 and they did all the pre-op stuff. And I think they started around 11:30-ish. And then I got in the car at about 4:30, and then I went home and I fell asleep. Yesterday was not a big deal. I really don't really remember a lot. I remembered it when I was on the table, but I don't remember it now, if that makes any sense. I obviously remember bits and pieces. I remember when they started on my abdomen. I remember a little bit of the breast augmentation. I don't really remember my legs hardly at all. I really don't remember this part. I think I kept asking them, did you guys already do my neck? Anyway, yep, I do have some gross footage, which I'm going to put up next. And the only reason why I say gross is because there is blood and stuff like that. So if you are squeamish, fast forward through the next little part, and then you can follow along with me on the subsequent days. But I feel fine. All right, so here we are. He is just doing the finishing touches on my back here, my abdomen. Actually, it's been quite pleasant. Doctor's amazing. The nurses are amazing. I have the hiccups for some odd reason. But yeah, we're doing great. Almost done, it seems. Move on to the breast augmentation here shortly. And yeah, all right. I'll see you guys on the flip side. But I feel fine. Only thing that's wrong, I feel, is like it's just really sore. Like you feel like you've done like the most craziest workout you've ever done in your whole entire life. And then that's it. I'm already up and around. I already got breakfast. I changed. They're like pads that you have to put in over the incisions, the small little holes for drainage. So I've already changed those twice. Obviously, I'm able to use the restroom, all of that stuff. I'm going to be getting up and walking here in a little bit more. I am on a very mild painkiller plus Advil and an antibiotic. But that's it. This feels like nothing. I mean, you can tell it's like a touch sore, but it's the least of my concerns. Yes, I am very sore. I mean, very sore. I'm very swollen, and that's completely normal. I have to keep this on for 2 weeks, and my other compression garments for about that long. The longer you wear them, the better your results. So I'm going to probably wear them for a lot longer. But starting tomorrow, I get to take them off for an hour and take a shower each day, which I'm so excited about. The shower is calling my name. Yeah, anyway, I guess that's it. And I'll keep you posted. Day 2, here we go. I look so crazy. Face is so swollen. They told me to walk a mile a day. I have a treadmill here in the house. So that is what I'm doing. It's just to move lymph, to get the blood flowing, and to try to move all of that anesthesia that they put inside the muscle and saline and all of that stuff out of the body as quick as possible. So here I go. Hi loves, it's me. It's day 2 of recovery. Day 2's been slightly harder than day 1. Just really, really sore. It's not painful. It's like the oddest feeling ever. It's not painful. It's just really sore. And as it stands right this second, I know a lot of you guys are going to be interested in doing this. I would do like your chin and something else, or your chin and your abdomen, your chin, your inner thighs, or your chin and your arms, or your chin and something else. Doing all of this stuff that I did to myself together is a lot. I just feel like it's a lot all at once. The inner thighs, which then ended up being a little bit into the knee, a little bit around the back, full abdomen and into the back, which I'm thankful for, grateful for. Obviously, fat transfer into here, obviously underneath my chin, but it just feels like it's a lot. Recovery for me right now it's a little overwhelming, but I'm not in pain. But the drainage is crazy because they put, you have pads all over you, and you have towels and pee-pee pads all over just to make sure that you catch all that drainage, and you're trying to walk as much as possible. But I do get to take a shower tonight. You're supposed to keep all your garments on for 48 hours straight, and that's what I've done. And I'm going to wait till my husband gets home so he can watch me in the shower, because sometimes people, when they take their compressions off, they can get a little lightheaded. So I don't want to be here by myself doing that. But this is day 2. I probably will fill you guys in a couple of days, unless something miraculously changes over the next few days. And I did order myself a new one of these on Amazon that has the ears cut out, because over time having your ears kind of pinned down like this kind of hurts. So that should be here Saturday, and that will really help out. All right. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye. All right, team. It is Thursday, and it is, I don't know, about around noonish on Thursday. So I had my surgeries on Monday, and I ended at 4, like I said. So today is the first day that I'm like up and around. I did change to a small bralette because the one that they gave me was kind of cutting into the sides here. You can see it. So just for a little bit, I'm going to take that off, wear something with a little bit of support. I am going to clear that with my surgeon on Monday when I see him for my 1-week follow-up, but I'm not going to leave it off for very long. I have all my compressions still on below. I have a lot of drainage still. Usually drainage ends between 24 and 48 hours or 72 hours. Mine's longer because of how much I had done. So as soon as we get that done with, we'll be right as rain. But today is the first day that I'm up. I've brought stuff to my daughter. I've done dishes. I've cleaned the counters. You know, so I'm feeling much better today. Today I rounded the corner. This, don't get scared. It looks worse than it did when I started. It's part of the process. It does not hurt. It's just a little bit heavy. After 48 hours, you're allowed to take this off and just wear it at night. So I wear it at night, or if I take a nap, or if I'm just sitting and doing, you know, emails or something like that. So day 3 for me is much better than the first 2 days. So yeah, so this is where we're at. Just really, really swollen still. Really, and I have a board right here, but besides that, everything is good. I'll keep you posted.
Hi. Okay, I am back to fill you in on my current experience. I am 2 weeks and like 5 days post surgery. I feel amazing. I was back at work on Friday of that same week, and ever since then, I've just been wearing my compressions. I've just been taking it a little bit easy, that type of a thing, but I feel totally fine. There is some numbness still in my hips. It's just annoying. It's not painful or anything like that. It's just annoying. But you can slowly feel it starting to like kind of go away. I also still have a little bit of numbness right here in my neck. This side is almost completely back to normal. I'm really looking forward to this being completely done. I feel like some of this the results haven't come as quick because I'm unable to wear my neck brace hardly ever. I bought a new one off Amazon. It didn't fit. I bought another one. It should be here tomorrow. I'll keep you posted. I try my best to wear it, but it gives me like a little bit of anxiety. Now, I did it for as long as they told me to. So the first 48 hours, and then every night for the first 2 weeks, I wore it exactly how I was told. But usually you can wear that compression a lot longer, and it'll make your results come. Oh, hello. It'll make your results come a lot quicker. But it just started giving me anxiety. So unfortunately, I've had to kind of experiment with some new brace or compressions. But anyway, this is where we are. It's still, you can see how swollen this is still. You can actually feel it. Still really swollen right here. You can see that bump right there. So this is going to take obviously a little bit of time to really go down and see the full effects of my chin. But I want to show you what I'm left with. That's all I'm left with, and this will go away over time. I have this exact same thing kind of all over my body. I will definitely be sharing before and after photos with you guys, 100%. And then at 3 months, I get my professional photos taken at Airsculpt. So you can see them done on the same exact background. Like, it's just their professional photos. So those will be really cool. So yeah, so this is the experience so far. It was relatively easy. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, please do. I'm posting a lot more stories over there and reels and all of that good stuff. I also have a bubble on my Instagram with all the information there if you want to take a peek. But yeah, and I will be showing you guys up to, I think, 6 months of progress. So, because that's usually whenever the results are pretty much done. I get to start working out in a week. I'm very excited about that. And I'm going to start pretty slow, but I get to finally start to work out. And yes, so I'll keep you posted. I'll check in probably in the next coming weeks. All right, you guys, I am back. Oh, that kinship makes my skin glow, the kinship SPF. Okay, so it has been a little over 3 months, and I thought I would just kind of give you the culmination of the 3 months, show you a little before and afters, and if you want to follow along with the rest of the journey, it will be on Instagram, and that's where I'll be posting all my full 6-month completion update, because that's pretty much when everything is done and signed, sealed, and delivered. So as I've stated before, I'm feeling amazing. There's obviously no pain, no irritation, no nothing. The numbness in my chin has completely gone. I still have a little bit of numbness in my hips, just a little bit, as well as in my stomach, but that's mostly from my very first tummy tuck that I got to fix my diastasis. So I'm feeling amazing. I really think that the results are quite lovely and very natural. Now, the one thing you have to remember here is this is not about weight loss or something like that. It's about sculpting the body, i.e. Airsculpt, and it's about sculpting the body. And this was just, I really think this really kind of hit the nail on the head with defining everything and making everything a little bit more refined, I guess I should say. So overall, I love my treatments. I'm so happy I did it. It makes me feel absolutely amazing on the inside as well as the outside. I'm really starting to step into who I feel on the inside should be on the outside. The doctors are amazing. The whole experience has just been so enjoyable, and I'm just so appreciative to get this opportunity and to share it with you guys. You know, I share a ton on this channel about all sorts of things of my life and my journey, and I thought this one would be great for you guys to see how this has affected me. So all in all, even look at the chin, it's even getting better and better and better as time goes by. I still have about 2.5 months before my 6th month. And so yeah, I am probably my favorite 2 parts that I've done. Honestly, one that I didn't really know would be my favorite part is the upper cup. And then of course the chin. I think that my chin and jawline is a lot more defined than it was before. So remember, this is about sculpting. This is not about significant weight loss or anything like that. This is about sculpting the body in the eyes of what you would like and how the surgeon can work with you to do that. So make sure you guys check out the description box for all of the links, the offer that I told you about, and if you have any questions, you can either respond down in the comment section or find me on Instagram. I'm happy to share anything that I can basically answer, but I recommend that you guys go and get a consult at least. They have locations all across the United States as well as Canada and international, and so I think they just opened one in Europe just shortly. So anyway, thank you guys so much for being along with this journey with me. I really appreciate you being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Bye, loves.